The Battle of Monte Cassino, fought from January to May 1944, was one of the most brutal and grueling battles of World War II. Located in central Italy, the ancient Benedictine monastery atop Monte Cassino became a linchpin in Germany's defensive line, known as the Gustav Line, which blocked the Allied advance toward Rome. What followed was a prolonged and devastating series of assaults that cost over 200,000 casualties and reduced a historic landmark to rubble, all in the name of breaking through to liberate Italy. Strategic importance of Monte Cassino. After Allied forces invaded southern Italy in 1943, they hoped for a rapid advance northward. However, the Germans, under the skilled command of Field Marshal Albert Kesselring, established strong defensive positions in the rugged Apennine Mountains. The Gustav Line, anchored at Monte Cassino, used Italy's mountainous terrain to full advantage. Monte Cassino dominated the Liri Valley, the most direct route to Rome. Any Allied attempt to reach the capital would require breaking through the German defenses at this natural fortress. The monastery controversy. Atop the 1,700-foot hill stood the Abbey of Monte Cassino, founded in 529 AD by Saint Benedict. Although the Germans did not occupy the monastery itself, at least initially, they used the slopes around it for observation and fortification. The Allies feared that the monastery was being used as a military outpost. On February 15, 1944, American bombers destroyed the abbey in a massive air raid, turning it into a pile of rubble. Ironically, this action may have made things worse for the Allies. German paratroopers, Fallschirmjäger, then moved into the ruins, turning them into a virtually impregnable fortress. 4 bloody battles. The Battle of Monte Cassino consisted of 4 major assaults. First battle, January 17 to 25, 1944. British and American troops attacked across the Rapido River. Poor planning and strong German resistance led to heavy losses, especially for the U.S. 36th Infantry Division, which suffered thousands of casualties in a failed river crossing. Second battle, February 15 to 18, 1944. After the bombing of the monastery, Allied troops, mainly British and Indian divisions, attempted to seize the heights. The rubble made it easier for German defenders, and the attack failed with severe losses. Third battle, March 15 to 23, 1944. A massive air and artillery bombardment preceded a new attack by New Zealand and Indian forces. Once again they encountered fierce resistance and gains were minimal. By now morale was sinking and Allied commanders faced criticism for the high casualties. Fourth battle, May 11 to 18, 1944. Known as Operation Diadem, this final offensive involved a coordinated assault by British, American, Polish and French forces. It included a daring push by the Polish II Corps to take the monastery ruins. On May 18, Polish troops finally captured the summit, planting their flag among the rubble. The Gustav Line had been breached. The human cost. The Battle of Monte Cassino was a multinational struggle involving British, American, French, Polish, Indian, Canadian, New Zealand and other Allied forces. Each nation paid a steep price. Over 55,000 Allied troops and 20,000 German defenders were killed or wounded. The Polish II Corps alone suffered over 4,000 casualties in the final assault. Civilians also suffered greatly. The nearby town of Cassino was completely destroyed, and thousands of Italians were displaced or killed. Legacy. Monte Cassino became a symbol of sacrifice, resilience, and the high cost of liberation. The destruction of the abbey stirred global controversy, as it was one of Europe's oldest and most sacred Christian sites. After the war, it was painstakingly rebuilt. Strategically, the battle cleared the path to Rome, which the Allies entered on June 4, 1944, just 2 days before D-Day began in France. Though overshadowed by the Normandy landings, Monte Cassino was essential in tying down German forces and opening the Italian front. The battle's brutality, multinational scale, and controversial decisions make it one of the most studied and debated campaigns in World War II. It was not just a military engagement, but a clash of history, faith, and the limits of human endurance.